Authorities in Mexico say 10 bodies have been found scattered around the once popular tourist destination of Acapulco. Officials have linked the increase in violence to the region to drug cartels, and the gruesome discoveries come less than 2 weeks before Mexico holds its presidential election. So joining us now for more on this is Enrique Acevedo. He's a CBS News contributor and an anchor for N Más. What is contributing, Enrique, to the violence in Acapulco?
Well, Mexico just had its most violent weekend all year. We're talking about 280 homicides in the entire country. I think in the case of Acapulco, most experts agree that these killings, this violence has been driven by a territorial dispute among criminal groups trying to take control over lucrative distribution routes and consumption markets like the town of Acapulco. As you know, last year, Acapulco was destroyed by a Category 5 hurricane Otis. And after that, reconstruction efforts have led to a flow of resources in Acapulco, and these criminal groups, they just don't want to control the distribution routes and the consumption, the drug consumption. They also want to get involved in other businesses, extortion, trying to sort of take over some of the responsibilities of local governments.
Right, follow the money. You know what, Enrique, though, often when you have countries that are tourist attractions, if there's violence, they usually stay away from the locations where tourists are because that's where the money's flowing. But it seems like not only is that particular region dealing with these gangs, this gang violence, but it's clearly seeped into the tourist area as well. This has got to be a big issue in the presidential election.
It is. I think tourism as a whole in Mexico has been, in a way, guarded from most of the violence we've seen in other parts of the country. But absolutely, Anne-Marie, I think the violence has spilled over to the election. We've seen 44 candidates, mostly candidates to local office in different states across the country, but 44 have been killed and hundreds more have been intimidated or attacked by criminal groups that are trying to impose or intimidate their way into the electoral race.
You know, we talk about elections and the attempts to curb violence, but hundreds of thousands of people have been murdered in Mexico since the government of then President Felipe Calderon launched a military offensive against cartels in 2006. So how are they I mean, we could talk about corruption. I don't know where this conversation is going to go, but how are the cartels still able to inflict so much violence? It just doesn't seem like things are changing.
Yes, I think at least the past 3 administrations have failed to curb this violence and to take control away from criminal groups, from the drug cartels mainly. I think there's a lot of factors. Unfortunately, one of the main factors here is firepower, where these cartels are getting their guns, and up to 80% of the guns seized from drug cartels are coming from the U.S. So part of the money laundered and the guns used by drug cartels are coming from the U.S., while the drugs and this violence persist here in Mexico. So I think there's a co-responsibility between both countries in order to end drug trafficking from Mexico to the U.S. and to end the violence here in Mexico. Drugs have certainly, are being trafficked across that border, but guns are being trafficked back as well.
Enrique, we could have a whole conversation about that, about where the guns are coming from. Really good talking to you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.